The NFL schedule is out, and that means we need to give you the 5 most intriguing matchups on the schedule this year now that we know who's playing who when. Frank, all right, let's start with you, brother. What do you got first as the one that stands out to you?
It's the Monday night game in week 1. Minnesota Vikings at Chicago Bears. Both of these teams have a lot to prove all of a sudden. The Vikings have to prove they could do it again with J.J. McCarthy now that Sam Darnold's gone. The Bears have to show that all these offseason banners for winning the offseason championships, I'm really interested to see what Ben Johnson can do with this offense. I think this is a perfect Monday night matchup for week 1 because I have so many questions about these two teams.
Yeah, I love the fact that no matter what, one fan base is going to be losing their mind. If JJ comes out and plays poorly, it's going to be, oh my God, what did we do? If the Bears come out and they don't look good, there won't be we need a little patience with this new regime. No, like everyone's going to lose their minds. Now, I like your week 1 matchup, but I'll take a different angle on week 1 because I'm all in on the drama. You know that? So give me the opportunity. I'm going to presume that Aaron Rodgers is the Steelers quarterback. And I think the league told us they're presuming that too because they give us the Pittsburgh Steelers at the New York Jets in week 1, which is just such an open opportunity to just have everybody freak out. Like, I want to hear what the introduction sounds like when Aaron Rodgers is introduced in that stadium as a Pittsburgh Steeler.
Let's be honest, if Aaron doesn't sign there, this isn't that good of a game. But I'm with you.
Total dud.
I think
total
it's
dud.
I think it's absolute theater if this is Aaron Rodgers against his former team in week 1. Very, very good job by the NFL there. I'm going to go with kind of an obvious game for my second pick here. I really can't wait to see the Eagles against the Lions. They're putting that on Sunday night in week 11. I think that's a fantastic job by the schedule makers. It's right kind of near the end of the season when we both know who these teams are. I think this is maybe going to be for the number 1 seed in the NFC, or at least pole position for that. This is the NFC Championship game we kind of all wanted. Nothing against the Commanders, who have a ton of primetime games this year, and they're the NFL's darling now. But Eagles-Lions would have been unbelievable in the NFC Championship game. We get to see that matchup in Week 11 on Sunday Night Football, and I can't wait for it.
Yeah, I love that one too because by then we will have enough proof of concept on who the Lions look like with 2 new coordinators, which you and I talk about all the time. I think we're sleeping on a little bit as part of the conversation of how the Lions play. I wanted here for my next game to go Chiefs-Bills because that's an instant classic every year, but I feel like that's too right down the middle. So I'm going to go a little bit off here. It stands out to me that Christmas Day we're getting Washington and Dallas because I just think if you are at the age that we are at, like there's just this moment, right, that we all grew up watching these Washington-Dallas games, and they had so much meaning, and Washington is finally back. The league told you that with the number of standalone games they gave the Commanders, but particularly here on Christmas Day to get these two brands where it doesn't even matter if the teams are good, but I also think there's a pretty good chance both of these teams are in the running at that point. That makes this really great for Christmas Day watching. Like if Christmas Day is going to be a tradition, then give me a great rivalry in what could be a great game, and I think they did that.
And when's the last time this rivalry really mattered? Dallas is used to all these standalone games. Like, again, we got to do this. Washington fans have to be over the moon. To get 8 standalone games, it signifies that the franchise is back. And they know it. Jaden Daniels is awesome to watch. Absolutely. Must-see TV on Christmas. And for our last pick, I'm just going to pick this for you, Fitz, because I think we're both going to agree on this one. Look, Super Bowl rematches are awesome, and I am so glad that Chiefs versus Eagles is early in the season. Usually, later in the season when teams have figured themselves out. I want a salty Chiefs team right away in week 2, the late afternoon window, going against the Eagles. This is revenge game all over it. It's going to be in Kansas City. You know that crowd's going to be fired up. And I think the Eagles want to prove something too. Yeah, we beat you once. We could do it again.
You got to feel like the Chiefs organizationally are circling it on their calendar right now to get ready for it. And frankly, I think one thing really stood out when I looked at the schedule as a whole. There were so many teams. We spent so much of the last few months talking about the bad teams because they rose in the draft, right? So we've spent months talking about the worst of the NFL. There were so many good teams last year that will now face each other again this year because you've mentioned the Lions and the Eagles and the Chiefs, and we've talked about the Ravens and the Bills, and the fact that we're going to get this hodgepodge of great teams taking each other on, but particularly that matchup there are some just absolutely incredible games, not just on Sunday night windows, Monday night windows. Some of these brands taking each other out, and even Sunday afternoon windows. It reminds me how exciting we are going to be come coming into this season simply because there are enough good teams that it's going to be fun to watch.